On the brink. Hi, I'm Debbie. Veteran DJ Brigadier Jerry facing gun and robbery charges after an incident in Connecticut. More on that as ER hits the Big Apple for Blue and Bougie.
ER back in the busiest city in the world. Heaps to take in, life rushing by, and so many sights. Manhattan's rebuilt World Trade Center touring ahead, but heading to an appointment with a busy guy. Donald Vernon, a fan of Brigadier Jerry, who was arrested earlier this month on gun and robbery charges. But Vernon, also a lawyer.
That he finds himself in this predicament is, of course, extremely disappointing and sad.
Some background. Responding to a prank, Brigadier Jerry had fired an illegal gun at a Caribbean eatery on November 11 and made off with some cash. A fellow card player had hid his wallet as a joke, which apparently backfired.
He is going to face some legal challenges.
That could get worse for Brigadier Jerry as the case heads to court in Connecticut, where, like New York, possessing a firearm requires a license.
If Brigadier didn't have a license, then he's going to be charged with, illegal possession of a firearm.
Easy to get guns in states like Texas and Florida.
On the other hand, if you're in New York City and you get caught with an illegal firearm, there's a mandatory 2 to 3 year sentence, even on your first possession.
ER unable to ascertain if Brigadier Jerry is a U.S. citizen.
If he is a green card holder, certainly, I'm telling you, he's going to end up in removal proceeding. And I am confident that the possession of a loaded firearm that was used in the fashion described in media reports, that it will be an aggravated felony. And if it is an aggravated felony under immigration laws, the likelihood that he would be able to escape deportation would be very, very slim, if not impossible.
And the Brigadier, well known as he is in Jamaican circles in New York, a non-entity in more rural Connecticut.
In Jamaica and in our community here in New York, Connecticut, and New Jersey, Boston, along the eastern seaboard, of course, he is a celebrity. But in the Connecticut, where he will be dealing with a United States district attorney, police departments that are largely white folks, I don't know if that celebrity status is going to provide him with any cover.
Some sympathy for Brigadier Jerry as he awaits trial on a $250,000 bail bond.
I expect Brigadier at this stage of his career and his age, I expect much better from him in that sense, but it may be some influence beneath that action.
Obviously, there's something wrong with him mentally. And this is one of the things I want to say, from sometimes alcoholism, depression, mental health. And we as Jamaican people, we kind of shove it under the rug. We act as if, we put a stigma to it instead of taking the bull by the horn and getting help.
So they were saying that it was a prank gone wrong.
Well, them need to leave prank to nephew Tommy and Steve Harvey show because them get paid for do that. He don't get paid to do that.
Do it! Hey, tell them that this is pain. Pain. Hey.
From the Brigadier's troubles to VP marking 40 years in the Big Apple.
We have selected a beautiful box set to celebrate our 40 years anniversary. It's a beautiful gift set. It has 4 vinyl LP, 4 vinyl CD, 4 vinyl 7-inch, a beautiful book set, and it's really a collector's item. 101 artists on 1 LP.
VP temporarily relocated to Valley Stream whilst its store in Queens is remodeled.
So go out and buy this down in Jamaica. Beautiful gift set for Christmas.
Many West Indians, like other Americans in the U.S. right now, following the impeachment inquiry.
He's not doing good for black people on a whole. I mean, we work so hard to build this country, and I think we deserve better.
I hope he gets impeached. I would love it if he gets impeached.
As Malcolm would say, chickens will come home to roost, right? So I will leave it there.
Some more stops to make, but stopping for a bite to eat first. Saltfish and yes, tindaki on the menu. Some serious pepper, confirmation as if we needed it that this is indeed a Caribbean restaurant. Johnny cakes, I guess. Yeah, and plantain. Just look at the size of that pot of escovitch sauce, but this is New York, and eater is moving more volume, and diners expecting packed plates.
No MSG, no whole heap of salt on the food, and we don't cook with sugar neither. You understand me? I say the porridge nice.
LaRousse Catering Hall's resident DJ also pumping out some Jamaican rockers. And feel free to ride a rhythm. So far from home, but well, not really.
LaRousse is known especially for a roast fish. Everybody love the roast fish and love our oxtail. Trying to think down the line what else them always give us good thing on. Jerk chicken is good, them love that. Pretty much all our food is good in the car. We really strive for the best. We strive to get 100%, but if we get 98, we'll still take it. And of course, the good reggae music, of course, you can't leave that out. We do for some of the stuff that we used to do back home. The sound clash, the bus, the dance, we're community-based catering all. So we cater to the community.
An all-female reggae band setting a different sort of mood.
Sold I to the merchant ship. No, okay. I think we did the punchline. Redemption song.
International woman in reggae sprinkled with a Bayesian, a Grenadian, there's even a New York Jew, but yes, mostly Jamaicans.
There's so many amazing women in the industry. And we're not seeing enough of us, which is why we exist. Recently, which we were overjoyed that we were tagged on, was Best of the Best. And their first flyer for their lineup is all the amazing, not all, but most of the forefronted artists in the business that are all female. There was no male on the flyer. Not that I'm knocking it. I love you guys, but I was like, yes, they're listening. They hear us.
The ladies putting together an EP and heading to Jamaica in the new year. So watch out for International Women in Reggae. Also ran into Lady Anne, who did Informer for Joe Gibbs back in the 80s. And like others of her generation in particular, concerned for Brigadier Jerry.
I don't know what caused him to snap. I don't know the reason for him to snap, but he's a very quiet person. And for him to snap like that, something has to be wrong.
Brigadier is a man I know from way back. I used to listen to him in the park in Spanish show. You call him Thompson Park back then. And it's really weird and strange for him as a grown man, getting himself caught up at this age. You know, I don't know what come over him. I don't know if he was drinking, but it's really sad to hear that.
As for Donald Trump,
he should be impeached.
Why?
But no, I'm not going there.
Clearly time to go. Early night before Blue and Bougie.
You're in blue, and just be bougie, you know, just feel good about yourself.
What does it mean to be blue and bougie to you?
Confident, beautiful, and stylish.
We as Jamaicans can have a classy, elegant affair. When the song them play, we're gonna rock out still, but we're gonna do it with elegance.
Nice event, grown and sexy. And dieted to fit in this dress, like seriously. And except for the tummy that you're zooming in on, everything else worked out great.
I'm actually a virgin to this event. This is my first. I'm a virgin to this event, yes, this is my first time, but I'm having an amazing time.
She has not been a virgin in a very long time.
And before heading home, ER dropping by Hot 97 FM.
We talk to 2 million people every day. We have all of the different artists that want to come through because the platform is so large.
Like Skip Marley, whose single with Her, Yes Her, Slow Down, tops Billboard's reggae digital sales. But hanging out today with Hot 97's Shani Culture. Slow Down Marley's return to the limelight after Lions and performing with Katy Perry at the 2017 Grammy Awards.
The whole Grammy thing and Grammy to the Brits to the iHeart Awards was a huge thing for me and a big eye-opener, you know. Come I can say that I see the whole, you know, the whole thing, really.
Skip Marley, what's good, bro?
Yeah, man, you don't know, bless. I did have the tune, you know, but never did finish. I never did feel it, you know, so I wonder what to do. So a man suggested me, say, about her. So, what? Her? You know? I don't know. Kind of shit, so I send it over and then see what I'm going. And then her team reached back to me and said, you know, yeah, we can try it. And then she sing upon it and then I get back the song on it. Like me said, sweet, just sweet, man, it's perfect. The people them like it, man. The people them say it's a nice collaboration. It's a nice bringing together of the different genres, or you know, as them say. Yeah, I think it's a nice love song too for right now. Too, so.
This is part of a bigger project that's coming up.
Yes, yeah. This is. I would tell you, say people can look for it early next year. Early, like I want to get to talk early.
Any predictions, Grammy? You think?
I'm gonna watch them thing there.
Like that one there.
We can have every night, yeah. We can have every day. Ooh, I want you to.
And that's a wrap.